Yo, what up, man? It's your boy, sisters, Pastor Lee, Pastor Suey, you know all that. You know what time it is. Let's get into it, man. Like the video, share the video, leave your comments inside of the chat box or after the video. You can leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video right here. All right. My tires look so old. So with that being said, you know, we keep it 100 and fair. We try to do this, we try to do that, but it's gonna be some biasness. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know, freaking vibes. Y'all know everything when it comes to that. All right. So, this is a situation that happened in Chicago. You don't hear too much about it. I mean, you hear it, but so I'm gonna go ahead and bring you this news right here. I'm not saying that it's like other activists, but it's all right. So this young man right lives in Chicago, and he's an activist. Everyone, he's an activist. All right, he's an activist, and he fell a victim to gun violence. Okay, Celeb Reed. I think it's how you say it, Celeb Reed or something like that. So let's go ahead and read this article right here. All right. All right, so we got Celeb Reed, a youth activist in Chicago, falls victim to gun violence. Y'all know how it be up in there in Chicago and everywhere else as well, too. On July 31st, a student was tragically killed by an unknown assailant. According to the police report, Reed suffered a gunshot wound to the head. He was found on the sidewalk unresponsive and was then transported to Amita Health was that St. Francis Hospital in Evanston. He was pronounced dead the next morning. Reed was an organizer with Voices of the Youth in Chicago Education, VOYCE. A young, hold on, all right, VOYCE. A youth group in Chicago, Illinois, that advocates for more resources to be allocated to solving the social crisis facing I'm ready to say, brother, they killing like mad up here in the 773. What's the 773? I don't know what 773 is. Let me take that off so we can what you mean? Where you stay? That's what 773 is. My bad. Yeah, it's wild up there. All right, let's keep it rolling though. Oh, the area code. Okay, my bad. All right, all right, where we at? Where we at? Oh yeah, okay. According to the police report, Reed suffered a gunshot. Wait, hold on. Oh no, we already passed that. My bad. We passed that. We passed all that. I'm tripping. Where we at? Where we go? Okay. Illinois that advocates for more resources to be allocated to solving the social crisis facing young people. Most recently, Reed centered his activism on opposing Democratic Mayor Lori Lightfoot's austerity, how we say that word, budget that is starving schools, educators, and youth of resources while flooding the Chicago Police Department with Illinois of dollars. In June, Reed participated in large demonstrations against police violence that were sparked by the murder of George Floyd by Minneapolis police. Along with other organizers, Reed called for the removal of CPD resources officers from schools and for support of the Police Free Schools Ordinance that would have prevented the Chicago Public School CPS from signing a $33 million contract with CPD. Reed and other Chicago youth wanted to see less money dumped into creating a militarized police force and more resources for the schools and community programs that would address inequality. What up, Xander? What's poppin', eh? At a rally outside City Hall, Reed spoke about his personal experience being brutalized by the hands of a PD school resource officer while attending math higher Mather High School. He was arrested at a basketball game during his second year in high school for not having his student ID in his possession. That day, he gathered in front. Sister Jasmine Bradley spoke outside the school, saying, "To actually see him speaking out so millions could see him, it meant a lot to us. He was a powerful young man," said Darren Smith, a leader of Voice. "He was amazing, and I always told Celeb, I think how you say his name, Celeb or Khalid, that no matter what, I always be by his side. Even though he's gone, I'm going to keep pushing his legacy no matter what." Tragically, Reed was one of hundreds of workers and youth killed in July in Chicago. Oh, that's what she was saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. July was the most violent month of Chicago's history in 28 years. An analyst, Chicago Tribune, that looked at the growth of shooting victims found that of the 2,268 shooting victims this year, a 45% increase as compared to the same time last year in 2019. During July, Chicago saw a total of 105 murders and 584 other shooting victims. Like Reed, many of the year's shooting victims are young. 24 of these were children under 10 years old. Of the total, 222 victims were ages 17 or younger, an increase of 36% compared to 2019. With victims 10 and younger, there was a 200% increase. Reed's death was in an immediate sense caused by a gunshot. However, in a more profound, like millions of other youth and workers who have died from gun violence in cities throughout the year, Reed is a victim of a rotting social system, capitalism. Chicago's gun violence cannot be explained outside of staggering levels of inequality in the city, coupled with the vast militarization of social society more broadly. Decades of austerity measures in support of pro-business policies have created conditions of mass unemployment, homelessness, and poverty in the city. Chicago's social crisis has been overseen by the Democratic Party, which has ruled the city of nearly 90 years. In Chicago, over 8% of young people aged 16 through 19 are unemployed, and over 20% 20 to 24 are out of work. Among Chicago's black working class, the number increases to unemployment rate of 38% for the 20 to 24 age group. The attacks on the working class in Chicago, like every other city, intensified greatly in the aftermath of 2008 crash. Funding for schools and other social programs was slashed, including the 2013 closure of 50 schools in working class neighborhoods. In response to such conditions, the Democratic controlled political establishments in Chicago concentrated its efforts in employing military tactics. Since the onset of the pandemic, the political establishment has doubled down on this policy of law and order. We're faced with mass eruptions against violence and equality by Chicago's youth and workers. Mayor Lightfoot colluded with President Donald Trump to send a surge of some 200 federal agents to Chicago, as the World Socialist website reported at the time. While the gang violence is ostensible target of the Trump's Lightfoot surge, the building up a police state apparatus in the country's third largest city is aimed at suppressing the social anger over historic levels of inequality and state violence. The ruling elite in both of its political parties fear an emergence of mass strikes and protests by workers in opposition to the bipartisan back to work drive. The search of all police state agents is not aimed at providing a safe environment for the masses, but rather in anticipation of the growing opposition with the working class to capitalism. There is no doubt that the political landscape is being irreversibly altered. Workers and particularly youth are being politically radicalized. They see the trillions of dollars being funneled to save Wall Street, while their friends, parents, and co-workers are brutalized on the streets by police. and starved of resources on their communities. The aspirations of young people and workers for a better society and end the violence that killed Reed can only be achieved through the development of independent working class political movement hostile to both the Democratic and Republican parties and the capitalist system they defend. The International Youth and Students for the Society Equality IYSSE and the Socialist Equality Party (SEP) are the only organizations with such a program. Young workers and students are horrified by the death of Caleb Reed. Police violence and broader social inequality must draw the necessary conclusions and take it upon themselves to develop and build the socialist movement. We urge all those interested to contact and join the IYSSE and the SEP. All right, that's it for that right there. All right, so there's another young man out there. Life is taken in Chicago because of gun violence. You know how that go out there. So y'all make sure y'all like the video, share the video, man, and get the word out. A young activist doing his thing fell victim to gun violence in Chicago. Chicago out here, wow. All right, y'all know the vibes, man. I had to bring that to you real quick. I know what time it is. So make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Share that, and don't hit the. So with that being said, salute to all of y'all who rock out with me. Salute to all the ones who rock out with me. Y'all know the vibe, man. We gonna keep on doing our thing and keep on going. I am out of here. Pastor Lee is gone. Make sure you know, no excuses, be the solution. No excuses, be the solution. I'm gone.